Today, I'm going to show you how to complete all the achievements from the MLG mini set. I don't want to waste your time. I want to get right into it so you can get 100% completed as well. We're going to start with Death Knight. The Death Knight quest is to buff up Volacross with up to 200 attack, right? So that means 200 corpses that you have to eat. This is Volacross. When you bring him into play, you eat X amount of corpses. Based on how many you have the option. This deck that I have here is a OTK combo deck. It's a pretty I forgot his name, but Markman or whatever. This is his deck. I'm just teaching you how to play it really quickly. I did this in Wild. You need Soulbound Ashtongue, you need Volacross, and you need Silas Darkmoon. You play Volacross first, you buff him up to 35. You play Soulbound Ashtongue, right? Whenever it takes damage, he deals that amount to your hero. And then you play Silas Darkmoon to give your opponent the Ashtongue. Then you attack the Ashtongue with your Volacross, and you win. And you may be asking me, well, Ken, how do you do that with 16 mana? Or 8 plus 7 is 15 plus 1, 16, right? Well, you don't. You do it with 15 or 14 mana. And you do that by discounting 1 or 2 of those cards with Emperor Theresian. And this deck, you're running your Sarah, so you'll have max mana of 15. Anyway, cool deck, pretty fun. You can't play this in standard. It's just, with Hunter, there's just no chance that you're going to win the game or that you'll get this quest completed before turn 7. So can't play it in standard. Demon Hunter's quest is a good one. It is this Felfire Blaze. You want to deal 16 damage with Felfire Blaze. That means doing 2 damage to all 7 minions on the board, plus 2 damage to your opponent's face. I played this in Wild because in Standard, many of the decks right now, they don't flood the board that way. So it's just so much easier to do it in Wild, where you face like Pirates and Wisp or Imbue Mage. Like those decks are more prevalent. So it's easier to complete this in Wild. I just threw it into this Quest Demon Hunter deck, and I just threw 2 Felfire Blaze. It was easy to draw into it and to draw a Fel spell. So very simple quest. The next quest is this Druid quest, and the Druid quest revolves around refreshing 40 mana worth of, or 20 or 40 mana worth of mana crystals through Amir Jostle, and it's very simple. So if you were to use all 3 charges of Amir Jostle in one game, you would get 6 mana refreshed. So, just play Imbue Mage or Imbue Druid and, play this card. You'll complete it eventually. I don't know if there are faster ways to complete it, but Imbue Druid is very good. It does very good against Imbue Hunter. This is one of the top decks in the game for sure. And here's the list I played. One thing to note, the neutral achievement there are 2 neutral achievements this time around for the mini set. One of them is to play Smoldering cards, and the other one is to play a fire card in 10 classes. Druid does have a fire card. It's this card right here. Oh, okay, yeah, not Druid. It's Overheat. You cannot play Overheat in Imbue Druid because Imbue Druid, every card has to be a nature card. So keep that in mind if you're missing one fire class, right? That you might have to make a deck or throw Overheat into your deck to get it completed. The Hunter quest is also a very easy one. It revolves around tending Dragonkin, and all you gotta do is copy 15 legendary minions. They can be the same one. So just play the public enemy number 1 and play Imbue Hunter, and just copy King Plush 15 times. I don't think I have to explain a deck guide for this, but maybe I will one day. This is the particular list that I played to complete the quest, and I ran all you can eat, which I liked because of the ability to draw a beast, a dragon, and of course, a mech. The Mage quest is to play 40 minions, elementals off of Infernal Herald. The problem in Standard is obviously that Hunter is too quick, so you cannot play this in Standard. So I built this Wild deck where you play Infernal Herald and use all these cheap fire spells to get more elementals in your hand and then dump them. So you can use like Elemental Evocation to get your Infernal Herald out earlier than, or with more mana, and then you just play all these cheap spells. pretty easy quest. I did this in 3 games. So, I'm sorry, 4 games. But yeah, it was very, very easy and quite fun. I'm excited. I hope that Mage gets more fire support for standard. This is a very cool card. The next one is the Paladin quest, and the Paladin quest is to buff 8 minions with the Searing Reflection. So what I did was I just took a standard Shaldrassel Paladin list, replaced Shaldrassel with Searing Reflection, and that's the deck. Okay, so all you gotta do is play this deck, play Searing Reflection. Hopefully it copies 8 different minions at some point, and then you're done. The cool thing is that you can use Ursol to obviously get you the free Searing Reflection, and then you'll be able to run that 3 times in one game, right? Well, pretty easy deck. The difficulty with this deck is that you often will just beat your opponents before Searing Reflection comes into play. But aside from that, easy quest. The Priest quest is one of the more fun ones, and it revolves around Light of the New Moon. So Light of the New Moon, if you cast 3 spells while it's in your hand, it turns into Light of the Full Moon. And the achievement is to play Light of the Full Moon 6 times. So this list I actually got from another YouTube creator who completed the achievement. We might have 1 or 2 cards different, but it's very, very, I don't want to say it's simple. You likely cannot play this against Hunter, but you do have Dirty Rat to kind of combat Hunter. But you have these cheap spells that give you a lot of more copies, right? So you get Nightshade Tea, you got Power Word Shield. I played Smoldering Ascent. I don't remember what the other YouTuber played. You got Careless Crafter to give you bandages, and then you get Light of the New Moon, right? So if you are careful and, you know, if you're careful and organized about how you use your spells, you'll complete this quest relatively easy. I actually did this. I've gotten more than 6 Light of the New Moons in like 5 or 6 games since playing the deck. I've had a really good time playing this deck. It's actually really fun. The Rogue quest, this is the most competitive of all the decks that you'll see. So if you're just a tryhard and you want to win games, this is the deck you want to play. The quest is to, you know, play Everburning Phoenix a lot of times. And look, you get this done in 2 games. All right, you'll get this done in 2 games. The combo here is Spirit Singer Umbra and Everburning Phoenix. Umbra will trigger your creature's death rattle when played. So this thing will automatically just go back to your hand. So all you need to do is add some type of effect. So with Knife Juggler, you're dealing 1 damage every time this guy comes into play. So you're dealing infinite damage as long as you have time on the board. It is a fun deck. You can't, this guy, a good guy, his name is Puchas. He's a very good wild player. He makes a bunch of crazy decks. He's the one, I believe, who invented it. A great deck. Very, very fun, obnoxious, just a fun deck. Very easy achievement to complete if you play this deck. Next up, we have the Shaman quest, and the Shaman quest revolves around refreshing or gaining 40 mana crystals with Ember Scarred Whelp. So this is a 3 mana 3/2. When you play it, you discover a 5-cost card and you gain 1 mana. So on turn 3, this card is great because you play them on 3 and you play your 5 mana card on 4, right? So it's a great combo. I put it into this Murmur deck because you have stuff like Shutter Block into Ember Scarred to get, you know, even more of the points to the total. This is a fun deck, so you just give this a run. Runs around, you know, you have Nebula, you have Hagatha the Fable to draw you Nebula, which is your only big spell on the deck. You got the Shutter Block, Murmur combos. You got Freeac, like Shutter Block with Fireac or whatever this guy's name is. It's absurd. So there are a bunch of cool synergies here. A fun deck to play. Maybe wait till Hunter gets nerfed to give it a run. And the last 2 are Warlock. Warlock revolves around Conflict Rate, and I think you have to draw 20 cards with Conflict Rate. And the way Conflict Rate works is whatever minion is damaged, the owner draws a card. So in this particular case, you have to damage your own minions for it to count. So this is just a deckless Warlock, and you know, there are a bunch of ideas on how to play this. It's a really simple deck to play. I think Hunter kind of makes it difficult to play this in a meta, but when Hunter gets nerfed, this should see a lot more play. The cool thing about this is something like you play Ancient of Yore, and when Ancient of Yore comes out of being dormant, you do Curse Campaign onto it, and then you Conflagrate it. So you'll draw a card off of Conflagrate, and then this will go dormant again for 2 more turns with 2 copies that are dormant, right? So it's really a lot of armor, a lot of card draw. It is a really cool deck idea. I really enjoyed playing it when I was not facing Hunter. And lastly, we have the Warrior Quest. The Warrior Quest is to summon 6 minions with Dark Gift in 1 game. So you get that support from stuff like Creature of Madness, Raptor Herald, and the new Warrior Dark Gift card, Shadowflame Suffusion. I got this in my first or second game. Very easy to play. This nice little dragon warrior deck. Give it a run. Pretty fun. Those are all the achievements. There are a couple neutral achievements. So the 2 things I would suggest for the neutral achievements is remember to play a fire spell in every deck that you have. Okay, so keep track of that, because you need to play 10. You need to play a fire spell in 10 classes. And for the other neutral achievement, which is to play like 40 smoldering cards on the turn they would burn out. There are 3 classes that play smoldering cards. That's Mage, Priest, and Paladin. Just play those cards, right? So play Smoldering Glow, play Smoldering Strength, and play Smoldering Ascent. All 3 of my decks that I showcased for those classes today have those cards. Yeah, that is it. That's all you have to do for the achievements this time around. They're not that hard. I think the only challenge to them being that if you play Hunter against a Hunter, you're gonna have a very difficult time playing most of these, because to complete achievement, it takes much more time. It's a lot slower than Hunter, and Hunter is just way too fast. But anyway, enjoy it. If you have any questions, put in the comments. I'll hopefully answer them for you. And I have deck lists or deck codes for all of these decks for you.